LDBC, this is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, the undefeated Cecilia Braekhus. And listen, when I say these words, okay, the undefeated Cecilia Braekhus, she has called out Cris Cybrog. Now she's called out Cyborg, of course, to a boxing match because that's what Cecilia does. She's a boxer. Cecilia's 30-0. And let me tell you something. This girl got an extensive amateur pedigree. This girl done fought like over 80 times as an amateur, and she's 30-0 as a professional. Look, boxing is her bread and butter. This is what she does, okay? She called out Cris Cybrog to a boxing match, and of course, because if she fought Cris Cybrog in an MMA matchup, she would get destroyed. But I think though this is Cecilia Braekhus' bread and butter, okay? And they would be on an even playing field, to be honestly. Honestly, I would even favor Cecilia Braekhus to win this matchup. This is a matchup I want to see. This is something I want to see. I'm intrigued by it because you've got the technicality and the skill set of Cecilia Braekhus versus the tenacity and just the tenacity and just, no quit attitude in Cris Cyborg. The willpower and tenacity. Like, you put those two together, that's going to be a fight. Cecilia Braekhus is not a joke in the boxing ring. She's not. And this is something that, I know Cyborg fans will say, oh, Cyborg will go in there and destroy her. No, well, yeah, Cyborg would destroy her if she could near, if Cyborg could kick her, if Cyborg can take her to the ground. Yeah, she'd be able to kill her. If Cris Cyborg could elbow her, oh, yeah, Cyborg would destroy her. But see, when we're talking about who's got the better hands, who's got better hands, okay? Well, I think Cecilia Braekhus in a boxing match has better hands. Now, I'm not saying Cris Cyborg don't have a chance because Cris Cyborg is a savage in there. I'm just saying Cris Cyborg is crazy, and it's like when she turns into a fighter, she immediately there's a switch on in Cyborg where she goes in and she mutilates and annihilates these damn girls. Okay, I'm talking about she annihilates the hell out of these girls, and it's like they don't even stand a chance when they get in the ring. But I'm gonna tell you, if I was Cecilia Braekhus and if this fight was to get booked, the first fight that I would go watch is Cris Cyborg versus Jarena JoJo Bars, because that's the closest thing to a boxing match that she's gonna see on Cris Cyborg. Because watching Cris Cyborg in MMA, that's not gonna really do much. Because yeah, Cris Cyborg uses a lot of hands, but see, you're not fighting against a lot of skilled strikers like who are good boxers in MMA. There are very few. And the few that you have, Cris Cyborg hadn't been matched up against them. I think the only person who I can honestly say who was a decent boxer that she fought was Gina Carano. But Gina Carano is no Cecilia Braekhus. I mean, folks, that's just the way that is, okay? Um, Cecilia Braekhus, she need to watch Jarena JoJo Bars. Now, Jarena JoJo Bars is an excellent technician, extremely good technician. And she used her skill set. She used her skill sets in that ring to defeat Cris Cyborg. And, Cyborg had her moments. Cyborg had her moments, but Jarena Bars, completely just took the fight over and really started setting Cyborg up, setting traps. Now, Cyborg is almost a sucker for a trap, okay? And if you have enough power or if you have enough to keep Cyborg off of you, then Cris Cyborg will walk into a trap. I mean, she will. And she did it with JoJo Bars, okay? Even though that was a Muay Thai matchup, but still, you can set Cyborg up for a trap. But then again, this is a newer version of Cris Cyborg. This version of Cyborg has a lot more in the arsenal. Like, when I was showing you guys on the film study of Cris Cyborg, that, Cris Cyborg is a counterpuncher. She's a decent counterpuncher. She's not the best counterpuncher, but she's a decent counterpuncher. Two, Cris Cyborg does employ head movement, and some people believe that she don't, but I did a film study to back up what I'm telling you, and I've analyzed every single fight that Cris Cyborg has ever fought. And this version of Cris Cyborg, the 31-year-old version, is much more tactical and much more skillful. Now, would I expect Cris Cyborg to try to play chess with the master chess player in Cecilia Braekhus? Hell no. She's not going to do that. She's going to apply constant pressure, but it's going to be constant, intelligent pressure. That's what Cyborg applies. And it just irritates me when people say, well, Cris Cyborg, she don't know. She just comes straight ahead. No, she don't. She don't. She don't. She don't. That's not what she does, okay? There's actually a skill set that Cris Cyborg employs by getting in on the inside of these girls. Cris Cyborg feints. She feints, and then boom, she's on you. She's on you before you know it. One thing that I think, though, that I will give in a Cyborg's favor is that I think she's faster and I think she's more agile. Like Cris Cyborg is good at cutting off the ring, okay? And in this case, yeah, it would be a ring. Cris Cybrog, I think, is good at cutting off the ring. And that can mean trouble for Cecilia Braekhus if Cris Cybrog can get her in a corner. Cyborg is a master. She can cut that ring off, man. She's good at it. And it's like she's like, a huntress and she's stalking her prey. It's like she's got that down to a science. And I even watched some training video of Cris Cybrog where, they were just working on just cutting off the ring, cutting off the octagon. I'm gonna tell you, if you're a young fighter and you wanna, you really wanna look at how do you cut off the ring or the octagon, watch old fights or any fight of Cris Cybrog. She's pretty much showing you how to do it, okay? Now, with that being said, Cecilia Braekhus is used to pressure fighters. I mean, she's undefeated. She's used to pressure fighters. She's used to people cutting off the ring, so she has a skill set of getting out of that and getting back to the center of the ring. Cecilia Braekhus, if she keeps the fight in the center of the ring, of course she would beat Cyborg easily. But if Cyborg can use what she knows, her skill set, in making these fighters back up, cutting off the ring, Cyborg has a chance to win the fight. Cyborg got power. See, now Cecilia Braekhus is not knocking out Cyborg. It's not going to happen, okay? Like Cecilia Braekhus would have to actually get in there and win a bunch of rounds against Cyborg. Because knocking out Cyborg, I'm sorry, that girl got a granite chin. And I don't think anybody will be knocking out Cyborg. It's just not going to happen. Because Cecilia Braekhus dropped Cyborg, yeah, she got power. So, yeah, she could drop Cyborg. But Cyborg going to get up every damn time you knock her down. She getting up. It's not like, she got dropped 3 times by Jarena Bars, okay? And I'm talking about getting kneed in the damn head, kicked in the head. Jarena did like a damn turnbuckle kick to the face. And Cyborg ass ate them joints and got right back up. So the probability of a knockout on Cyborg is not going to happen. Now, could Cyborg knock out Cecilia Braekhus? Cyborg got power. Yeah, she could. If she corners Cecilia the right way and catch her, yeah, it could be a knockout. But I favor this fight in favor of Cecilia Braekhus. If this fight would have happened, 60-40 in favor of Braekhus, okay? I just think that the skill set of Braekhus may be too much for Cyborg to overcome. And also, too, I think Cecilia Braekhus has better stamina than Cyborg because you got to understand that if you're an MMA fighter, you're conditioning yourself to go from 3 to 5 rounds. If you're a boxer, you can go anywhere from 6 to 12 rounds. And sometimes the women, they do 4. But for a fight of this magnitude, it's going to be 6 rounds and up. So how would the stamina of Cris Cybrog measure up to the stamina of Cecilia Braekhus? I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. It'll be a damn good fight. It'll be a damn good fight, and this is a pay-per-view level fight. But see, Dan, here's a problem, too, with this. How much, would the UFC do that 80% stuff and try to take 80% of Cyborg's purse to fight Cecilia Braekhus? Because over where she's from, that people will buy this pay-per-view. Over in Brazil, the people will buy the pay-per-view because it's Cyborg. See, this would be a huge money-making fight. For women, 2 women at the prime in both of their sports, if Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor can do it, why can't these 2 do it? But does Cris Cybrog have to worry about Dana White and the UFC taking 80% of her damn purse for this fight to happen? You guys tell me what you think. I'm really going to press this, and I'm going to keep talking about this because I actually wanted to fight. It'll be a good money-making opportunity for Cyborg, and this will be definitely good for women's boxing, which has hardly any exposure, with the exception of, you got Clarissa Shields and Katie Taylor, and you got Maria Cornejo. Those people, they're starting to make noise in women's boxing, but it's not that much. This will bring a lot of attraction to boxing on the women's side. I'm for this, man. I hope that they can figure out how to get this done. I hope that, the UFC, I hope they can figure out something to get this fight done. Make the fight. Make the freaking fight, and that's just the way that is. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.